In a significant development, social activists from Karnataka have submitted a joint response to the Law Commission of India's call for public inputs on the Uniform Civil Code. The submission, signed by over 100 prominent figures, raises serious concerns about the timing and intentions behind the UCC initiative. They criticized the Narendra Modi-led central government for possibly exploiting the issue for political gains ahead of the 2024 Lok Sabha elections, diverting attention from crucial discussions on gender equality and discrimination in family laws. Legal activists Advocate Maitreyi Krishnan and Advocate Poorna raised a number of questions as to what objective the BJP government has, what problems the government intends to solve with the law proposed, how the law may affect the rights of the people, and will the personal laws be abolished. They argue that a transparent, democratic, and inclusive process is essential for shaping any public constitution and not targeting personal laws of specific communities.
India has put out a notice asking for an opinion on the Uniform Civil Code, but it does not give a draft, it does not give a reason why this Uniform Civil Code is necessary, it does not give the objective. If you are bringing about a law, you should mention what is the problem that you are trying to solve with that law, what is the issue that you are trying to solve, what does the law provide for, what is going to be the effect of the law on the rights of people, how is it going to affect the rights of people. Instead of that, they have just put out a notice saying that you give your opinion about the Uniform Civil Code. That's 3 words basically that they are saying. In fact, if we look back, 2018, the Law Commission of India put out a discussion paper, consultation paper on this very issue, where it, after several rounds of consultation, has actually said a Uniform Civil Code is neither necessary nor desirable. That is what it specifically says. And it even looks at the whole gamut of personal laws and says, yes, there is discrimination in each and every personal law, of whichever religion that you look at. There is discrimination even in various secular laws. What is required is that the inequality that is there in these laws has to be set right. The discrimination that is there has to be set right. And equality has to be brought in, whether it is in any of the personal laws of any religion or of the secular laws. But uniformity is absolutely not necessary. Diversity is something that we should actually look and celebrate, and we should ensure to make sure that the gender discrimination that is prevalent has to be brought in. So what we are saying is that absolutely uniformity is not necessary, not desirable. Words of the Law Commission of India itself. What is necessary is reform that looks at ensuring gender justice, reforms that ensures that at making sure that wherever there is discrimination, that is cleared, that intercaste, interfaith marriages, their protections are given. The dishonor killings are dealt with in a law. The same-sex marriages, the rights of LGBTQI persons are protected. This is what is required, not uniformity, not a uniform civil code, but something that looks at gender justice, and that is what that is required today.
Thinking of what personal laws will be abolished, what personal law will be made the common law, etc. I think we are all jumping the gun a little bit. Our first demand should be to tell the government this is what we want. We are all people who believe in the Constitution. We believe in the values of the Constitution: equality, liberty, dignity, fraternity, inclusivity. So you give us a code on these grounds, and this is what we want the code to look like. So before they set the narrative and make us puppets who are dancing to that, I think we should push our demand for a gender just code and ask them to respond to that. So before we are able to have that first step negotiation, I would say we should not go into looking at what will happen to personal laws. That is a question we don't have to deal with.
Prominent activists Madhu and Anita also expressed concern about reducing this crucial issue to a mere social media referendum, where just 2 choices are presented and opinions are asked. They called for the need for gender equality within different communities.
I would say that every community needs to discuss this issue, keep women in the center of the discussions, women in leadership, women who have experienced no violence, who have supported women who have been addressing issues of justice. They should be consulted, and these issues needs to be kind of find a root in every community, not only Hindu, not only Muslim, not only Christian, not only Adivasi, not only Parsi or Sikh. If a politician gives this kind of a call, it is a very politicized comment, I would say.
It's not as if the government has put forward any clear idea of what this uniform civil code will actually look like. If it had at least put that forward, we could have had a discussion on that. What is this notion of uniform civil code? But instead it has only let loose a few words. It has only let loose a few words into the public arena, which is that of uniformity, and it is being taken forward by the social media, which is projecting it as focusing only on some personal laws, especially that of minorities. And we have great problems with that, because as women's rights activists, we see how there is gender justice not in one community, it's across communities. And by doing this, in fact, you are going to close down spaces for any kind of reform and changes within community.
As the debate continues, these social activists are determined to advocate for a fair and all-encompassing approach to address gender equality in the country's diverse social fabric.